Hey guys, it's Gus,
And Carlos from Hardware Unplugged.
and today we'll be checking out the Logitech G303 Shroud Edition. But before we get started, please make sure to hit that like button to show support, and if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe. With that being said,
Let's begin.
yep. Bitch. Oh, here for 70. Oh, knocked him.
Longest time, dude. Longest time.
I got one. Yeah. Good shit. Oh, no, team, yeah. Calm down. This is Logitech's latest mouse, the G303 SE, and while it's not a completely new shape, it's not quite exactly the G303 most enjoyed and loved. The G303 SE, which stands for Shroud Edition, was brought back in collaboration with the legend himself. You see, this isn't just a G303, it's a G303 that's a little bigger, taking Shroud's hand size into consideration. So in a way, it was made for him, but that doesn't mean that the mouse won't be for you. You just have to know what kind of grip you have and know your hand size, as this mouse won't be comfortable for everyone. The G303 measures at 117.50mm long, 69.5mm wide, and 40.2mm high. Compared to the original G303, which measures at 150mm long, 65mm wide, and 37mm high, you can see the dimensions are different, which was a mistake in our opinion because it felt too big for us. More on that later in the review. It uses a Hero 25K sensor, low liftoff distance, and has Virgin PTFE feet which feel very nice once broken in. Battery life is advertised at 140 hours of constant motion, and I say it's about right. We used it for 2 weeks and only charged it once. The G303 SE weighs 74 grams and is very well balanced, but I would have liked to see it a bit lighter. Let's say at 62 grams, I think would have been great. You get a USB charging cable, USB Type-C finally, and a receiver extender. And all of that for 130 bucks, which seems fairly priced in my opinion. And here's a quick sound test. Now that all the boring stuff's out of the way, let's move on to the main thing. Our experience with the mouse, right? So, you used it for how long?
I used it for about a week and a half.
Yeah.
I had it on my desk for like the longest.
Yeah.
I even did like 2 7-hour streams
Yeah.
on Apex Master Rank and whatnot. So it was pretty cool. I played pubs with it too.
Yeah.
First day I had it, the shape was a little awkward. I didn't really like it. Second day I liked it a little bit better. Third day I knew how to grab it. and when I knew how to grab it, I had a very consistent grip with it after that. Like, I noticed that with this mouse, I couldn't palm it. I had to basically relax claw it.
Yeah.
And relax clawing it was like my hand was always in the same position with that mouse at all times after that. Like, it was crazy how good, like, you know, I said it on stream. I was like, the mouse, I can consistently grab it, but I feel like I don't perform as I feel like I don't perform like my best with it, even though I have a consistent grip with it.
Yeah.
Just because the shape is so
awkward, right?
Kind of awkward, but like but you know, again, I got used to it. It's just I don't know what it was. I was comfortable with it. I just couldn't perform my best with it. You know.
Yeah.
That being said, it is a, you know, I did have a good time with it. You know, so.
Nah, you're someone who relaxed claws naturally, right?
Yeah.
Right, and so to get used to it, it really didn't take that long. How many days would you say it takes?
3 days. 3 days for me to actually get used to, you know, the shape and whatnot. Yeah. Again, it's kind of like, you know, when you use one of those aggressively shaped, you know, ergonomic mice.
Yeah.
You know, for example, kind of, you know, like the Xtrify M4.
Right? Yeah.
That one has a really aggressive curves. You know, so when you use a mouse that has a really aggressive curves, for example, like the Zeiss Rail, aggressive curves, just aggressively shaped down. Yeah, you know. Yeah, you have to take time with it.
Yes.
This one was one of those mice that I took my time with it, and once I got to learn how to grip the mouse, I was playing well. Obviously, not all mice are like that. Yeah. You know, for example, like me with like the Zeiss Rail, no matter how many hours I put into it, no matter how many times I actually gripped the mouse, I couldn't really get a consistent grip, and I sucked with it, right? This one wasn't like that. This one, I played okay, but my grip was always consistently there, and it was good. So I had a good grip on it, just didn't play as best as I could, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so my experience was different, right? So I was using it during those 2 weeks. I was using it around on and off. I used it maybe like 3-4 days straight, right? But during that time, it took me so long to get used to the shape of the mouse, right? So I'm someone who aggressively claws, right? And when I try to aggressively claw this mouse, my palm was resting on top more than you'd expect, because I tend to aggressively claw. I couldn't do it with this one. When I was trying to aggressively claw, my palm was more up towards the shape, and because of that, dude, when I try to put pressure to control my mouse, I was lifting my mouse towards the back, and dude, I remember playing, and I remember trying to track somebody, and I stopped tracking. What the hell's going on? And it was because of that. I put pressure towards the back of the mouse, and it caused it to lift. And even when I try to claw it, because I ended up learning how to grip it, right? But even when I do grip it, if you pay attention where the what do you call it? My finger positioning isn't like, it's not natural looking. It's more towards the back. If you see my fingers, they're more towards the back of the trigger instead of like right down the middle towards the front with other mice that I usually claw grip. Now, this shape again, it took me like, I didn't learn to grip it till like about a day ago. That's when I really tried to learn how to, like 4 or 5 days to actually get a good grip on it. But even then, like you said, I found I got a good grip and I felt locked in. Right? But I didn't really play that well. As a matter of fact, you know what mouse I played well, like right off the bat? The Monolong Minus. And that's because I was able to aggressively claw that mouse like I usually do.
You're able to actually grip it, right?
Mother mice. This one though, I strongly feel like if it would have been like smaller, or maybe the original shape of the G303, it would have been better for at least me, at least when it comes to the size of the mouse. Because this mouse is good, but it didn't really like, I don't know, I just didn't like, I didn't click with it.
You know what it was for me, honestly, and I feel a lot of people hate this, how wide the sides are. They're basically triangles.
It is wide.
On both sides. It goes like this. So whenever you grip your mouse, you kind of have to like, kind of like grip it like this in a way. Like you have to like pinch it, almost kind of like it's so aggressive on the sides. But it's very steep from the top. So you're almost forced to relax claw grip it if that makes sense.
That's actually a good point, because you know the whole time I was trying to learn how to grip it, I kept pressing force down on the mouse towards the back like usually. But it wasn't until yesterday that I realized, wait a minute, if I just put pressure on the sides,
I was
able to grip it a lot better, and that's when I was like, oh, I got it. Now I know how to grip it. And I was playing
Yeah.
today. Boom. Yeah, easy to grip. Once you learn how to grip it though. But it took me a while, dude. It took
Yeah.
us a while.
Yeah, like I never really had a problem with with me like lifting up the mouse because again I naturally relax
exactly.
claw and palm grip mice.
Yeah.
But with this one again, it was more of like the shape was so wide, it was so awkward. I feel like I wasn't there with my sensor placement with it. I just wasn't there with it. Then on the third day, that's when I started getting a lot more comfortable with it, and you could even go like
On your stream,
right,
stream,
like
yeah.
on my stream and clips and whatnot. You could see as the more days went by, the better I was actually doing doing way better with it, right? So I think it's safe to say that like with like people like me and you, right?
17 by 9 hands.
Yeah, 17 by 9 hands, right? We're medium small, right?
Yeah.
If you have really small hands, I would stay away from it. It's so wide. I really don't think you're gonna really like it. If you're on the medium side, I think this mouse is gonna be perfect for you. If you're on the large hands, you cannot finger. I don't think you can fingertip this grip mouse because of the sides. No, because the sides stick out too much. Trust me, that's you're not gonna be able to have a good grip on it.
Yeah.
If anything, if you have big hands, claw grip, like aggressive claw gripping and relaxed claw gripping, you could probably get away with it. Medium hands, relaxed claw gripping. You claw gripping it, if you have medium hands, it's gonna be a little hard, honestly.
Yeah.
Just because of how, again, the shape is what's kind of like iffy about it. How do you call it? So how much is the mouse? The mouse costs what?
Okay, so this mouse it's actually 130. I kind of think it's fair, right? You don't really, they don't give you too much, they don't give you too little. Like I feel like it's not priced too ridiculously high, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the Prime Mini, for example, has high lift off, 130, right? So it's like, if it would have been priced 150,
it's kind of competitive. It's kind of competitive.
It's kind of competitive, but you know what's gonna set it apart though? The shape. The shape is not set it apart, but it's gonna make a lot of people stay away from it because this shape is really super aggressive.
It's pretty aggressive. Yeah, it's a pretty aggressive shape.
If you're trying to if you relax claw, I feel like you have a way better experience than if you actually trying to claw. Because even Matthew had an issue with the mouse, lifting and stuff.
The same thing, yeah.
Because we're trying to we thought, oh, it's a claw mouse. Now you're gonna try to go in there and claw it, but I wouldn't say it's truly a claw mouse. I would say it's more like a relaxed claw.
And again, it's because of the sides. The sides don't let you really comfortably grip it how you want it.
Then I think hand size has a lot to do with it.
Hand size definitely has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, so I would say like about 20 centimeters long and above. If you're trying to claw aggressively, you'll probably have a better time.
Yeah.
Anything below that, around our hand size, like 17 by 9.
Yeah.
If you're trying to aggressively claw, you won't be able to do it.
Like
claws would be
this,
the best
this mouse is gonna make you shroud.
Nah.
If I had to choose between the super light or this one, get the super light. The super light's definitely
safe,
a way better shape.
Lighter.
You'll be able to grip it how you kind of want to, right? This one again it's kind of like specific for people. You know what I mean? Kind of hard to recommend. Even though I like it.
Me too.
I played with it, and the battery life is good. By the way, battery life is good.
Yeah.
Build quality is there. Everything's good about the mouse except for the shape. The shape's a little awkward. Can I recommend it to most of you guys on who are gonna watch this video? No, I just can't. I feel like the shape is gonna throw a lot of you guys off. You have to know exactly what you want with this type of mouse, because the problem is the super light exists. So I'll just go with that. Even though it does cost $20 more, right? It is lighter technically than this.
Yes.
And it has arguably a better shape, which I think is a lot more safer for a lot of people out there.
For most people, yeah.
Do we like the mouse? Yes. I liked it. I had a
good.
really good time with it. Once I started getting to know the mouse a little bit more. My tracking in game was good. Flicking in game was good. The weight didn't bother me a whole lot, even though it's 25 grams. I found it perfect. I like that. Balance. It's not even too back heavy. I feel like it's more of whenever you hold the mouse, you lift it up.
Definitely not back heavy. Really well balanced.
Yes, exactly. It's really well balanced. So I like the mouse. I just cannot recommend it to like a lot of you guys.
People.
Yeah, to most people. So that's why it's gonna have to go in the can't recommend. Really, I can't.
Nah, we can't.
Kind of hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, really difficult.
It's good, and if you think you like it, go for it. I think build quality and for price, what you're getting is fair, right?
It's good. It's fair. It's fair.
But yeah, I mean I don't know. That's my take on it, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much it. Another thing, the coatings are different. The top is more of that super light coating. The side is actually like a frosted matte coating, right?
Yeah, frosted. I actually really like the side coating. The side coating is a lot.
Actually, pretty cool. They had a whole mouse like this, with this material, like RGB, something.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. But aggressive shape, not for everybody.
Not for
know
everybody.
what you're getting yourself into for picking it up.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. Links to everything down below. This is Gus.
And Carlos from Hardware Unplugged.
And we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Peace.